Alright, so we're back over here. I just went and got the turbocharger from the house. So, check this out, guys. So we shipped this over to the post office, and they said that someone had already come and picked it up, which was bullshit. So I had to go rounds with the post office to get this thing. And then after all of everything, after notifying the police, filing a claim, doing all of this and that, they magically found it in the back. After I had left, they called me when I was in the parking lot, and I had to come out and grab this big guy here. So I'm gonna get that pulled out. That's an HD 351 for this guy. So we just need to get a turbo elbow and the exhaust ordered, and then all of that's ready. So I'm gonna get that out now. This should be towed back on probably Monday or Tuesday. We'll start working on this out at the shop. It even has the electronics delete there. Tater built. What it says, I don't know. Got this guy, got the mirror delete today. These brackets will be in tomorrow, so I'm gonna go grab some washers real quick to hold this on, because that's just held, not held on by much, but I did get these little mirrors for the side, and these, I like these so much more, and apparently a lot of guys do too. So I figured I'd go and order a set of them. And the bracket for the exhaust, I'm hoping I can get an extension piece that'll bring it from here to here so that I can use the factory exhaust hanger. So we'll see how that goes, but I'm gonna go over to the box truck, grab me some washers, and then tomorrow I'll have an update on these delete brackets, so it just covers that whole thing. So we tried this shit yesterday, didn't work. I think it was yesterday, but he's impatient, so he decided to try to run them out with an impact, which actually worked, which I knew would. An impact and there we go. An impact and a bunch of lube. So once he gets those out, I'm gonna get this guy off real quick. I think I set all my tools back here to make it easier. Should be a screwdriver. Gosh, what do I do with my flathead? Oh, there it is. I put it in the front seat. So we're gonna get this Galugala Thug out. Taking time away from family today to come put an exhaust on this fucking guy's truck.
Fuck that family.
I know, right?
Family's 40.
There goes that. This thing, we put the exhaust back here in Anthony's truck. So we got a 5-inch diamond eye. Here's the turbo that almost got stolen from me. 4-inch downpipe to a 5-inch exhaust. So do all that. Now for the update, he sent me money last night, so we have the entire exhaust on order, the turbo elbow on order, all of the gauges, and the pillar. And the only thing I couldn't get was that coolant sensor adapter. Apparently they don't have anymore. So I'm looking for one of them, that adapter for the coolant. Or I'll have to get a drill bit to drill and tap it and whatnot, which I hope I don't have to do. But so once he gets these hot ass bolts out, oh look at that. Now we can start cutting the old exhaust off.
These bolts are probably hot.
So let me see those.
They're kind of hot. They're too hot to touch.
Yeah, don't do that. So now what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to come back here. Oh, that fucker's hard mounted. Oh yeah, it is. There's a nice hole in that too. Yeah, so we're gonna get rid of that bracket. Josh, we need 2, looks like 13 or 14s.
They are.
All right, so if you guys see, there's a massive muffler under here with some clamps. A catalytic converter, actually, on a truck this year.
I care about the environment.
Yeah, he cares a lot. So yeah, oh, looks like the cat unbolts too. So 14 mil, we'll get them off. So a number of you guys complain that I don't do time lapses anymore. I don't show the work anymore. I just show the after. He's one of them that complains. And I understand that, but notice, like, I don't really make a ton of money off of YouTube anymore, so I've just kind of been like, okay, here's the project, here's what we're working on. I don't have any fancy cameras, I don't have any of that, so like the quality, you know, might not be the greatest at times, but you get to see the after. So I'm gonna let him be the camera guy today, Mr. Swim Trunks. and I'm just gonna get to working on his truck, and hopefully this thing comes off pretty easily. I know by the end of it I'm gonna be dirty. So we were both smart. I grabbed a tub of towels, he brought a tub of towels. So
like, I want to see you do work like what you used to do. Every now and again you chime in, you're just like, it's not a time lapse, you just show what you're doing.
yeah, I don't make, like, the other thing too is usually I post like 4 to 5 videos a month. So when I was posting 30 videos a month to make 3 to 4 grand, I'm now posting 4 to 5 videos to make $600. So the analytics are still there, the percentages are still there. I'm getting like 70,000 views right now for those videos. But when I was posting 30 videos, I was only getting like 300,000 or 400,000 views. So the analytics actually are probably better now than they were back then, but I'm just not posting near as much. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna let him camera film it, and we'll get an exhaust. Actually, you know what, Josh, you should get a sound before we shut this off. Apparently guys like sound clips. I know the bolt's off, but that's still pretty sturdy back there, so you shouldn't have an exhaust leak. Let's fire it up and hear what this thing actually sounds like. This is I think this is a stock exhaust. It's got a cat, it's got a muffler. Pretty sure it's stock. Pretty quiet. She's pretty quiet. Listen to that turbo. All right, let it spool down for a second and then shut it off. The exhaust clamp went. Yeah, all right. Like I said, I'll give you guys your wish on this. If you guys like it and can get me more views than normal, maybe I'll start doing it again, but unfortunately, YouTube just does not pay the bills like it used to because I don't post enough.
Quality over quantity.
Yeah, quality over quantity. I don't like the daily postings because when I post daily, everybody knows my life, and it's like that's what I wanted at first, but then once you start doing it, you kind of get over it. So now it's like if I can post like 1 video a week or something, or 2 videos a week. I think I gave you guys 9 videos this month. 8 on the main channel, 1 on the crypto channel. Maybe we'll do a bike channel at some point, but I don't know. I'd like to keep this to the main channel as well because this is more interesting than the CRV was.
Thank you. Be very careful with the battery. It's split in half.
Gee. Yeah, it's the one you tried to snap.
Dude, I've charged that battery like 2 or 3 times. You know that one's mine though. I wouldn't take it.
Yeah, no. You took one of mine and left me with that one. 9/16 is not it?
What do you want?
Hold on. Sit at home with my family.
Bullshit.
You know, do family things.
Where are you?
Yeah.
Technically, this is family thing.
Called me away from my family on a service call to do an exhaust that isn't necessary.
You're being paid.
Get paid.
This truck is so friendly.
Yeah, gee, from all the oil, because it's been pre-lubed for the last 3 years.
Hasn't been through the snow once.
One is the one that the fucking oil can't reach when it's leaking. I don't know if the new exhaust utilizes this. So we'll just take it down until we know.
Now for the fighting part.
Oh boy. I'm gonna wiggle the exhaust, try to wiggle that out.
Watch that. Tell you if what? Did it come off of there? No. You're wriggling it good. What are you looking at? Mind you, I haven't eyed this at all. There's a hanger on the downpipe, so we gotta pull the exhaust back. Gee.
Hey, I told you, it came off.
Man?
Now we'll get an open downpipe shot once we get the rest
Yours or mine?
Alright, so we're filming it. So you guys will see this getting pulled out. I used the pry bar and then him pushing on the muffler. So now we're at the point where now we got to start separating sections. Without a Sawzall, this is a pain in the ass. Because I would normally just start cutting.
Oop, that might just come right out.
What?
Genuinely, I can see it moving. It was moving.
No, I doubt it.
It just moved, I'm telling you.
Just because it moves a little bit doesn't mean it's going to go the whole way. I mean, if it does, great, but that's your best bet.
I definitely got a bit of movement. I'm going to keep trying that. I'll go down there and check. I'm not getting any more movement.
Do it again? Yeah. No, that ain't coming out of there. So we got lucky. This section wasn't crimped all that hard, so I started smacking the hanger. And now we have a downpipe that has been removed. So I'm gonna try to pull that up through this way if we can. Josh, you gonna? Sucker's still probably that hot, but real quick, while he's working under there doing what he's doing, I do want to say something to you guys about Turbotom. I saw yesterday Jason Kendall posted something about him, and that one kind of hits a little bit because he's kind of local to our area. I don't really watch a lot of his videos, but anytime he was posting about the pull truck, love the guy's videos. So I do want to say rest in peace, Turbotom. I never got to meet the guy, but it's unfortunate the way he went, and there's a lot of stories on it that nobody seems to be knowing the actual truth of what happened. So it's unfortunate. Rest in peace. Hopefully his family's doing well and taken care. But I did want to mention that here before we get on with the videos. I'm pretty sure this downpipe's like 3 inches. So when you compare it, we have a 4-inch downpipe to all 5-inch, and you can see the massive difference between a 5-inch. This is the new tip here. That's the new tip compared to this over here. This tiny little thing. So I'm not sure what he's doing, but he just needs to get this last section off. Downpipe's out and all that. I do think we reuse that, but I'm not sure yet. I hope we do. Josh is like, there's a hole! Jesus. That's his way of getting that out. Actually, that makes sense. He destroyed that.
My favorite tool is a hammer.
Yeah, everybody on my channel knows that.
Sometimes I pick things up and I just forget what I'm doing and I don't put them down. And that day was a hammer.
So we've gotten this far without a Sawzall. Look at that. All he's got to do is break the... Yeah, keep going. Twist it. Twist it back and forth. No, spin it like righty-tighty, lefty-loosey.
I can't spin it.
Yeah, like keep spinning it like that. so that's what we got. All right, bring it my way and then bring it back out again, because it's like such a thin piece of metal that it's holding on to. Here, hold on. We did, like I was saying, all this without a Sawzall, which is impressive. You really do want a Sawzall to do this. This is probably the luckiest case I've ever gotten. This is one of the first exhausts I haven't had to use a Sawzall on. It's held on by an inch of metal. Yeah, it's held on by like an inch worth of metal, Josh. Shit, well. No. All right, so we're close, so we're gonna separate the frame and the axle. Just be careful, it's gonna come off. It's stop right. Yeah, I'd stop right there. Because it falls. Hold on, let me get to the other side. All right, so between twisting it and beating it with a hammer, ended up getting it off. Anybody need a catalytic converter? Or a muffler in decent shape. I'll keep this stuff together in case somebody does for some reason want it. They're getting harder and harder to find, so I'll offer it up. Nobody wants it, no big deal. Trash truck over here just chilling, more parts in it. So we're gonna do an open turbo, yeah, part out. You guys want it? So, see how she sounds with an open turbo. All right, let it die down a minute. Don't shut it off right away. All right, that little boy spinning in there. That's a good turbo. Jesus. Still going, still going. This is why you don't shut them off hot, because they still spin for a hot minute. Look at it, still going.
About 300.
Let me know in the comments how long that turbo went for. It's still going. There we go, it stopped. Factory exhausts are kind of weird. I think that's 3-inch. And that goes into the cat, which then opens it up to a 4, which then brings it down to about a 3.5. You guys will see, actually it brings it back down to a 3, then to a 3.5, then to a 4. So it exits as a 4. But the only 4-inch section in the exhaust is this guy here, after the cat. Oh yeah, I like how they give you a handle for the muffler too.
That is nice.
Cool, all right, well let's start assembling. Let's get the downpipe on first, that's the important part. There should be a hanger in there for it. I don't think Diamond Eye gives instructions, but...
No, they don't.
All right, well here, if you want to film, I'll start setting the exhaust up for you. I think that's the section for the rear. Damn, son. That's a 4.
Guess the price.
500.
Close. What do you pay for yours?
Oh, I don't know. We just got one for his. I think it was over 500. Because we had to buy the downpipe separately. By the way, if you need a 5-inch downpipe for an 04.5 and 07, nobody else will sell them. Go check out Pure Diesel Power. That's where we found the one for his. Thoroughbred diesel won't even ship them to the 50 states. This might be the hanger for the 4-inch, I don't know. So let's just get the 4-inch on. We're not gonna tighten everything down yet. This is gonna be a long, lengthy process. And then we gotta figure out where everything goes. Because for some reason, they give this pipe here, but then on that side they only give, so I don't know. I think this is just an extra. No, actually that piece. go inside of here? Oh, okay, so this is the first piece here. That'll sit like that. I knew something was wrong. So that'll go in there like that. Then it'll connect to this one. Then it'll connect to this one. Then it'll go into here. Now, are you gonna do an open, are you gonna do a full out the back?
Out the back.
Or are you gonna do an axle dump?
Out the back.
You don't want an axle dump?
I didn't do it for the noise.
Yes, you did. You said your neighbors have had it good for too long.
She's moving though.
Well, you have other neighbors. They'll move in. Don't worry.
I ordered it and she immediately started packing. I'm like, you don't even know.
That's funny. She'll know when you get home today.
We were on good terms too lately.
That's unfortunate. All right, well, let's get this turd pile on here.
Yeah, personally, I already think it's loud.
Yeah, you're loud because of the engine. Wait till you hear it loud because of the exhaust.
I wanted something I'd be uncomfortable with, so I just got the 5-inch.
And the 4-inch downpipe is going to make it nice in velocity right into the 5-inch.
Where'd you put the bolts? Do you have them or you have them?
Yeah, go hold up the downpipe. The only 2 bolts I'm going to tighten all the way down here are those 2 because that will want to slide. So the 4 to 5-inch adapter is where it needs to be, and then the rest of it, we've already got these 3 sections together. One of those pipes was bent, and if you guys will notice, sometimes, you know, they're not the greatest with packaging these things, which I get it, it's fine. You know, things like this happen. It's all right, we'll pound it out, get it slapped up in there, not a big deal. So once you clamp it, it ruins them anyway, and then they're all stuck together for the rest of your life unless you want to cut them. So we'll get all the rocks out of this straight section. All right, so you guys didn't miss too much. So what we're gonna do, once I get it back to the shop, we're gonna weld that tab on here. I'm gonna show you the ghetto rigging that we did. So this is all rigged. We're gonna use this main this main guy here with the screw, and then I'm gonna weld this guy so that we can just bolt this in. But this is just temporary because we have way more clamps than we need. Just temporary, just to be able to get it going. And then Tuesday when he's off work, I'll meet him at the shop, and then we'll just weld this guy right here, weld it right to there, bada bing, bada boom. So now we're just gonna get everything tight. We just needed to get it into the place that it needs to be. So that'll be super easy to take care of. The exhaust angle is perfect. Oh, there we go. Once we get everything tight. So I want it aimed down a little bit, and then we'll be able to pull it back up as we go. So all right, so as a temporary, we did get it on there. It hangs a little low, so what we're gonna do, I'll end up cutting this a little bit and then re-welding it. We just threw a self tapper in that, got rid of the old rigatry because it was hitting on the frame. So he's gonna go fire it up. We'll see how she sounds. And Josh, if you don't want any of this metal, just throw it in the back of my truck. But it has a 5-inch. Like I said, once we weld that on Tuesday, it'll bring it up a little bit. So the self-tapper is just to get him home, so it's not banging on the frame. He doesn't have to listen to that. But it is a wee bit low. Just go back there. I'll do it for you. Go back there. I think he likes it.
Sounds like your truck before, like, you killed it.
Doesn't sound bad.
Sounds very clean. I like it. I was honestly expecting it.
All right, well, let's clean the mess up, and then you can drive it and see how you like it. Keep in mind, like I said, once we cut that and weld it, it'll bring it up a little bit. So just bring it in on Tuesday. We'll cut it and weld it. You're good to go. And then you'll never have to worry about the self-tapper coming loose. Looking at it now, that's definitely too low. So like I said, I can't wait to cut that off and re-weld it for him so that it's up higher. But the sound is great. Really sounds good. I know how you guys like it when Thor comes on the channel, so what do you think? Also, clean your face off. I know it's all over. I love them tub of towels. See, everybody be running tub of towels. Look at that, right in the back. All right, well, have fun, enjoy it. I know what it sounds like. Hey, just give her some beans leaving. They'll hear it on Tuesday. Shit sounds good. Whew! All right, well, I'm gonna get cleaned up. Like I said, all the parts are ordered for, well, most of the parts are ordered for this, just waiting on the other $1,000 deposit. Zoe only lets you send $1,000 a day until you're connected, so he's gonna send me another $1,000 today. We'll get most of the rest of the parts ordered, and then tomorrow another $1,000 so we can get the other parts. That aux tank by itself, so we found it at Home Depot for like $500 some, as opposed to Tractor Supply where they want $750. So we just got to order it and they'll have it bring it in. So $200 savings on the aux tank, and then the auxiliary pump itself is another $400 or $500. So it's like a lot of money goes into these projects. That shit looks good. It's old man truck. All right, he suckered me into
You're gonna drive
him,
it
but
today.
he wants me
I
to
don't
drive
care.
it.
That is such a difference.
We're gonna put the windows down so you can actually hear it. What's it, power difference or?
Just feel of everything.
This guy drives barefoot like I used to do.
I don't like socks or shoes.
All right, don't beat on it too much in here. Just get out on the main road. How's the smiles? Casually downshifts, 3,000 RPMs, no clutch.
That's nice. I like that.
You are, congratulations on being a menace to society. Sounds good. I don't know.
I like it. It's not anywhere near as loud as I thought, and that's good. I wanted something I was uncomfortable with, but that is very nice. That is way nice.
Oh man.
How's the smoke? I haven't been looking.
That's not too bad. Get up against a wall. There's walls up here on the right before, after this red light. Yeah, the walls. I was hoping he was able to get a good... Yeah. You can make a left here and then just flip her around. I tried to convince him to go with the axle dump. Fucker's loud. Grandpa truck.
Alright, have fun. No mercy. I don't care. It's yours today. Yeah, second and... or wait. I forget.
Hey, I'll tell you what though, a 5-inch on a second gen does not fit very easily.
No. Like you got like a 1/4 inch of clearance, if that.
I like the low, throaty.
That poor guy in front of us. We're road raging. Go on, try third. You're allowed to beat on it. If you break it, it's on me. The speedometer's very wrong.
It doesn't like mine does.
You can hear the chew though.
Yeah, yours just chews.
I've never heard the chew.
Oh yeah.
He'll want his truck back soon enough.
I can't afford a diesel truck, so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hit me.
Oh,
You weren't gonna hit me. Yeah, it doesn't have the umph that mine does though. Once it starts hitting at the top, it does kind of like bog down. Yes, we start in third over here. Yeah, so I don't know. I think it sounds great. It just needs more upper end power. Also, your front end makes a hell of a lot of noise.
We might do the HE 351 or whatever the heck it is, but that's it. Every fluid leaks in this thing. Smack.
That's how my truck was.
Come on, give her hell one more time. Alright, fair enough.
I make sure I'm in neutral.